Francois Duvalier was a cunning, ruthless dictator.
They would classify him as a psychopath.
He oppressed and brutalized the Haitian people for 14 years. He manipulated the Haitian people by using voodoo to instill fear in them.
I have been elected for president for life. It is the iron will of the Haitian people.
During his regime, he killed around 30,000 people, including anyone that threatened his power.
What you call democracy in your own country, another country can call that a dictatorship.
Francois Duvalier was born on April 14, 1907 in the Caribbean island of Haiti. Haiti is a very proud nation because it was the first freed slave colony. In 1790, the slaves had a revolution and fought against the French colonists, and the slaves ended up winning, and thus Haiti became a free colony. When Duvalier was just 8 years old, Haiti got colonized once again by the Americans. The Americans were profoundly racist and disrespectful towards the Haitians, and this especially affected the educated middle-class citizens, which included Duvalier. This caused Duvalier to have a strong hatred towards the Americans and everything the Americans stood for. In 1934, the Americans finally left Haiti and Haiti was free once again, and that is also around the time that Duvalier completed his studies in medicine and he began to study something else, voodoo.
Voodoo in our culture is something that it's really hard to describe. When we talk about voodoo, there are many ways to explain what is it about. Some people describe it as a good thing. Some people say it's bad. If we go to our culture, back to the 60s, 70s, it's really hard to abandon voodoo. This is the character of a culture in a country in Haiti, or many islands or African countries. We deal with it because some people use it as, good thing to help people, to pray, to fabricate medication. Just like some people ignore it and think that this is the worst thing on earth. If we go that way, we're gonna get confused. So that's the reason why when we talk about voodoo, we have to put everything together to install all the facts and then prove the reality. It's really hard.
Voodoo te joue wala Duvalier. Duvalier te men voodoo. Tellement te men c'est ça que on te mette nek marron, il met on dit fait tout aplimé.
The more Duvalier studies voodoo, the more interested he gets by it. Although he never does become a true believer, he does observe how controlling and dominating voodoo is in the Haitian culture. In 1944, Papa Doc gets a scholarship to go to the University of Michigan. At the University of Michigan, they make him the head of a program that he is running out in Haiti, where he goes and he gives penicillin to people with the Yaws disease. He walks all over the villages and he travels many different places, and that is where he gets his nickname Papa Doc. But a lot of people begin to suspect that he is using more than just medicine. They think that he's using some sort of powers to heal them. Duvalier uses this to his advantage, and in 1946 he begins to climb the political ladder and becomes Minister of Health under President Esime. But he gets overthrown just 4 years later, and President Madoua is in office, and in fear of getting killed by Madoua, Duvalier goes into hiding and begins to study politics, and he begins to plot his way to get into office. During his time in hiding, he reads a quote by Machiavelli that says that it's better to be feared than loved, and that completely changes his aspect and the way he viewed things. Madoua gets overthrown shortly after, and Francois Duvalier goes and announces that he is a candidate for the presidency. Francois Duvalier realized that the only way to exercise power in Haiti is to be completely ruthless. He got rid of the top officers in the military, and he made up his own military of prison inmates called the Tonton Macoutes, and he gave them weapons and money to do whatever he wanted them to do. People began to get murdered by the Tonton Macoutes if they didn't want to give them their daughters or business. Francois Duvalier realized that he needed money in order to keep the Tonton Macoutes strong. He needed weapons and he needed money to pay them. So he went to the Americans and asked them for money. He blackmailed them and said if they don't give him money, he'll just turn Haiti into a communist country. America agreed. Shortly after, on May 24th, 1959, Francois Duvalier fell into a coma for 9 hours. It is believed that he did suffer some brain damage from that coma.
There was a certain name named, what was it again? Clément Babo. Clément Babo was the head of the Totomacoute in Haiti, Kagula before. Duvalier had a heart attack. So, his right arm was Clément Babo. He said, okay, we're going to govern the country while I'm missing. Clément Babo loved the power so much. What he did, he tried to convince Duvalier's clans so they can take the power and kill Duvalier. When Duvalier get out of the hospital, everybody say, you know something, you made a big mistake. By leaving the power to that guy right here, by passing the power to that guy, he's your enemy. So Duvalier had to send him to jail for 16 months. When he got out of the jail, the first thing he did, he went to the American embassy and asked them to release Duvalier. There was a plot try to kidnap Jean-Claude Duvalier, Duvalier's son. You can see that on video. They killed all the bodyguards. And then Clément Babo was in the Dominican embassy. They know what's going to happen. Other people get killed, like Max Benoit or other guys, they get killed because of that Clément Babo. If Clément Babo did not try to kidnap Jean-Claude Duvalier, you would never have that Duvalier. He acted. Let me tell you something. If somebody come here to kidnap your kid, it's not your friend. You're my enemy. You make me becoming someone that I never was.
He started acting like a different person. He behaved like a voodoo god. He became extremely paranoid. The Constitution only allowed for one term, but Francois Duvalier started doing more than just one term. In 1961, Francois Duvalier held the election where his name was the only one on the ballot. Obviously, he won by a whopping 1.3 million votes. The elections were just a celebration to honor his regime. John F. Kennedy was not a fan of Francois Duvalier's regime. He planned to go out to Haiti and to stop it, but right before he could do that, he died. On November 22, 1963, President John F. Kennedy got shot, and Francois Duvalier claimed to have put a voodoo spell on John F. Kennedy to get him killed. After hearing that news, it made the Haitian citizen fear him even more, and that's what he wanted. Now he has complete control over them. He can manipulate them any way that he wants because they are completely terrified of him. He puts fear into their souls. They were even scared to think bad thoughts about him.
C'est bon président, tellement bon président jusqu'à cette si c'est l'été là, il va comme ça payer à tailler. Oui, il va être un bon président. Jusqu'à ce temps, je toujours dit bon président. Parce que si tu ne vas pas de bon président, regardez Jean Pays, si tu ne vas pas détruire un mauvais et puis mauvais nègre.
Petit noir peut-être qu'à l'école.
Oui, le fini, blanc pas capé rentrer. Il va pas blanc droit.
President Francois Duvalier continued his evil reign of terror for 14 years to come, until his death in April 21st, 1971. Before he died, he appointed his son, that they nicknamed Baby Doc, for president for life. Baby Doc did not understand the struggles of the typical Haitian person, given that he's been living in luxury in the Haitian palace for years. Francois Duvalier was an evil tyrant that ruled the Haitian people for years. President Duvalier left the Haitian country in shambles after his death. He stole millions of dollars of financial aid from the already poor Haiti, and he used it for his own benefits. He was only in it for the money. He didn't want to better Haiti. He just wanted money. He was known as the only Haitian president to actually understand politics, and he could have done a lot of good things for Haiti, but instead he chose to do the opposite. Francois Papadoc Duvalier is a name that still brings fear to the Haitian people when they hear it. But although he was an evil tyrant, some people actually admired him. They wanted him to be president again. They said they liked it better when he was in office. This showed the grip he really had on the Haitian people. They actually believed what he was doing was good.